Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
How's everyone doing tonight? Charlie, sir, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm going to be watching Enter the Dragon this evening, closer to the end of the show anyway. So, yeah. And it's going to be in
John,
4K
how have you been
digital.
doing? Oh, nice.
Sounds good.
Oh,
yeah, it does.
Maybe
it does.
you've seen it before, haven't you?
Oh, I've seen it before. It's just I've never got to experience it on the big screen because, I mean, that shit came out, what, like 1973 or 74? And
Right.
so it'd be kind of cool to experience it on the big screen, especially if they're doing it in the 4K format.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised they're doing that. That's pretty awesome.
I think it's because of it coming out later this year on 4K. That's why.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For anybody that's here right now, we do have an awesome guest this evening, but she's running a little bit behind. When she's here, I will do a announcement for her. We'll give her a nice, good intro. But for right now, until she arrives, we're just kind of going to hang out for a minute, talk about anything that we've picked up or excited to pick up. I know we got another week coming up. I don't even know what's coming out. I got so much stuff on pre-order. I just put a smile on my face when I check the mailbox, to be honest with you. I don't know what I'm getting. I just know it's coming. But was there anything this past week that you guys grabbed that you were pretty excited to get?
Well, because of me moving, I can't really grab much of anything. But the only recent movie that I did get, just because I kind of wanted to complete it, was the Ant-Man Quantumania one. Because, everybody was talking crap about it in the theater and stuff. So I was like, why are they talking so much smack about it? And after watching it, I was like, you know what? I can understand why people are a little upset with it, because it does feel rushed, gets right to the point. Like, there's no pacing at all.
I can get that part of it, but at the same time, I mean, it's Paul Rudd and it's Ant-Man, so I wasn't expecting anything more. I was just like, it was fun. That's kind of how I looked at it. It was a fun movie.
Oh yeah,
I see that out of a lot of movies anymore, though. That's just the editing's not real. Well, it's just like Charlie's saying, the pacing's just bad on a lot of them. The editing, don't make a lot of sense and stuff like that. But
do you guys have Big Lots near you?
I do. I haven't been there in forever, but I have some.
So the reason why is because today when I was doing some grocery shopping, I did look at their, movies, because I used to work there, of course. And I always look. Even if I don't buy anything, I still look. And they started carrying some, more movies that were never there before. And saw a couple of 4Ks. It was for the movie Onward, for like $10.
Oh,
yeah. So I recommend checking out your local Big Lots.
That's cool.
For anybody that's a physical media collector.
I got this in the mail this week. I didn't pick it up, but I had this on pre-order.
What's that one? Oh,
the longest yard.
Yeah, with Burt Reynolds.
Who put that out? I like that slipcover.
Kino?
Yeah, Kino.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I need to get more into them.
Good.
I've only got a handful of their releases. I really like them.
Well, they're putting out a lot of slipcovers now with their stuff. They used to put out slipcovers, but certainly with the 4Ks, they've been putting out a lot.
I grabbed stuff when they had a sale. Was that last month or was that earlier this month? They did a sale. I did grab some stuff, and most of it came with slipcovers. Oh, the 4K Italian job. There you go.
Yep. And I actually, even though the original is really good, I think for some reason I like the newer one better in a way. It's just I like the older one slower, and it's just not. And it's for the type of movie it is. It should be a faster paced movie. And I actually haven't seen it in a while, but
I found out something kind of interesting.
Yeah.
That The Good and the Bad and the Ugly from Kino.
Yeah.
Apparently, having the slipcover now is very rare.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
To where people are paying actually good money for just the slipcover. So I got lucky because I did get it the first day it came out, technically.
I never bought any of those a couple times. I never bought any of those in 4K because I have the whole trilogy Blu-ray that they came out with just before. So I was like, how many times are they going to buy this over? I love those movies. It would be something I want on 4K. It's just I'm kind of waiting for them to put it out in a trilogy format. I want it all together.
Right.
Laser disc, and DVD and Blu-ray. So I want the 4K together, so it's separate. I understand they make more money that way, but
I was at Walmart just like a few hours ago. They have some new Blu-ray slipcover westerns.
Oh, really?
They got like a it's not a black and white. It's more of like that like brownish, western coloring. I forget what that's called. I think it starts with an S. I always forget what it's called though.
Yeah, but I know what you're talking about. Somebody on Instagram made a video about them.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
they look pretty cool. I was happy to see Young Guns in there. The Young Guns one looked awesome. I wish they would have done one for part 2. If they would have done one for part 2, I might have thought about it. But
of course.
I've got really nice steelbooks for both of those. But I might have thought about picking up the slipcover because the artwork on the part 1 looked awesome.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah,
I finally got. I know you guys probably aren't into media books as much as I am. I shouldn't be, but I am. But Wicked Vision is a Germany company, and they did some back in the day, and I was able to grab a few, but they just did a newer edition for the Monster Squad.
Oh, nice!
I freaking love that cover.
That's cool.
It came with it came with so much crap. It's just ridiculous. It came with I got freaking coasters. Look at that. The original.
Nice.
And then a coaster with that artwork on it. From the cover, but I mean, look at the stack of freaking cards and collector shit it came with. It's absolutely ridiculous. They didn't advertise this part at all, so I don't know if they just said, "Hey, look what we found. Let's throw it in this box," or what.
Basically.
and I got a membership card, so I'm officially part of the Monster Squad. So
nice.
And you can call us now, so it's cool.
She's here. So.
Oh, she's here?
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, well. Let's do an introduction, shall we?
All right. Enlarge Jody.
Enlarge me. This is an awesome evening we're fixing to have. Ladies and gentlemen, collectors of all ages. This young lady coming on now, she is not only a collector, but she is trying to bring back the long-lost VHS world.
Yep.
She is an artist. She does amazing work. I'll just show you some right now. I picked up this from her for Halloween.
Nice.
She does amazing work on that. I also got one that I haven't even opened yet, still in the plastic, for Black Phone. Look at that artwork. That is her artwork there. She does. These look so good. And one of my prized possessions, you'll notice this hole in my collection right here. That's because I have to make room for the Caped Crusader Collector's Edition. Right. This thing, when I saw her put this up on her page and advertising it, I was watching her site, her store, like a hawk, because that is absolutely beautiful.
That is cool. That is cool.
And tonight, for everyone in the chat, please comment any questions or anything, but also if you would like to be entered in tonight's giveaway,
yes,
I will be giving away her The Batman VHS. Look at that artwork. I love that artwork so much.
So glossy.
It's so glossy, and I will be I'll be sliding this into a Malco protector, so you will get it protected.
Yep.
And it's a beautiful thing.
Oh yes.
But so this evening, if you haven't guessed already, I'm sure if you've seen that artwork, you know exactly who we're talking about. Let's bring her in. Let's welcome her. Please welcome Kadi Video.
Yes.
Yeah, there she is. There she is.
Thank you so much.
How are you doing this evening?
I am doing well.
You're doing well?
Yes. Let me just check my audio.
You sound good on mine.
Yeah. Okay, good. I just want to make sure.
Your background, I'm going to be hypnotized by it. So if you're talking and I'm just staring at you, just beware. I'm staring at your background, just so you know.
Same here.
That's okay. I sometimes
awesome.
stare at it too. So
you have to. You have
very
to.
80s. I like it.
Oh, I love the 80s.
I love it. I love it. And I'll say it again in case anybody missed. Anybody in the chat, if you just want to chime in, if you want to be entered in that giveaway, just say enter me in the giveaway. At some point toward the end of the show, we will be doing what we like to call a wheel of death. We'll put everybody's name on a wheel. We'll spin it. And as your name pops up, you get kicked off. So don't get excited until you get down to the last name. And there's our winner. So it's going to be fun. I'd like to start this evening off with a question that I have. And sorry to assume, but I'm guessing you're in probably like your early to mid 20s. So as an old man, I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
I know why I have such an affection for VHS. It's a very big part of my past. Where does it come from in you to want to bring VHS back as strongly as you do?
So I have to say first off that I am very flattered that you think I am in my early 20s.
Well, he said mid 20s too.
Or
I covered all bases. I covered all bases just in case.
But I'm still very flattered because that would not be true.
Oh well.
Well, no, you do look really young though.
Thank you. But no, my passion actually comes from the fact that when I was a child, I would go to Blockbusters and I would get to pick out films. And before Blockbusters, there were some local video stores that I would go to. And so I always loved being able to look at all of the VHS. And I remember the transition from VHS to DVD. And my father was always a huge fan of older media. He even had like reel to reel for his recording. He had 8 tracks that he grew up with and loved 8 tracks. And so when there was that transition, it was this, we're not getting a DVD player until we actually had to get one. It was just like, it is going to be VHS through and through. And so that kind of passion kind of stuck with me. And that's
awesome.
That's why I love VHS so much. I have such fond memories of VHS growing up. Even though it's kind of a pain in the neck sometimes and the quality is not as high, it's a give and take. It's actual analog, and I love analog.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, there's a big resurgence for LPs and EPs for vinyl coming back. I don't know why we can't do it for VHS.
Yeah,
plus, for me, it's always the artwork. That's like my fond memory of going to the video store. Or my dad actually had a friend. He was as many movies as I have behind me. He had a wall just as big and it was all VHS. And just for some reason, just like the artwork back in VHS days were just so much better than now.
Yeah,
and that's what I really love about your stuff. The artwork that you're putting out is just awesome. I'm guessing you had to have taken some sort of art class. You had to have gone to college or something. Please tell me that you paid good money to learn what you do.
So I did take some art classes in high school, and I did take a couple of art classes in college, but I'm actually a theater major. So
nice.
Art is
that's
definitely
fair.
my passion. And that's like
right.
It's something that's stuck with me. But my father is actually an artist. And so that's where that passion came from. From a young age, he got me into Photoshop and Illustrator. It was like, okay, you want to make a t-shirt? In order to make a t-shirt, you're going to have to learn Illustrator and Photoshop. And so he would have me hand draw things and then edit things in Photoshop and in Illustrator to really learn how to use the tools and get used to working digitally.
Yeah.
That's awesome. The fact that you're like so digital artwork, but yet you're trying to bring back this old school analog thing, to me is like a good mesh of the two. It's a beautiful little thing if you know what's going on there. Instead of putting pencil to paper, you're going pen to screen. So it's nice.
Well, it's just a 20-year thing, because that's what people were doing in the early 2000s when I was in audio engineering. Everybody wanted to record analog because it sounded better and stuff, but I was going to a digital route and making it sound good digitally,
right.
And it's just a perception. Digital's a lot easier format to deal with, and unfortunately, it's a friend of mine with Apples and Stereo, Robert Snyder. He used to record. He had a 2-inch reel-to-reel machine, like big as a huge tape machine. They recorded to, but he would record to it, and then they would dump it all down to digital. So to do the editing, you still end up doing the editing that way. It does sound better. I agree. The old stuff, you get a fuller sound.
I'll be honest. I miss VHSs because there was just something about that type of format that just, when you held it in your hand, it felt good to hold it in your hand.
Yeah.
Especially around like the holidays, Christmas and all, like even your birthday. If you knew the size of that VHS, you knew what it was too, and you got super excited.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, the Disney ones were a dead giveaway.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Those Disney cases used to be crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have a few here, so I know.
Nice.
Yeah.
So would you say that your collection is mainly VHS, like, or do you still even collect like other formats like DVD, Blu-ray, 4K?
I do, yeah. So I have mostly VHS here, where I like work on everything, but I also have a few select Blu-rays, 4K, and DVDs as well. Just because there are certain films that, of course, aren't available on VHS, and I also do have an appreciation for these other formats too. And I don't want to see Blu-ray or 4K die either, because
of course,
yeah.
That's cool. I have some of those too.
I know you've taken your artwork to clothing, and you've taken it to book jackets, which I thought was awesome. That Harry Potter book set looks amazing, and I will get out of you before this is over if you're going to release a Harry Potter VHS box set, much like this Cape Crusader, because I will be first in line, just so you know. But anyway, have you thought about doing like your style for just regular 4K Blu-ray, just snap cases for people to jump on, or even do slip covers for them?
So I have thought about it. I've kind of shied away from it just because it's not as fun to make them.
Right.
One of the things with the VHS is that I love folding everything, getting it to fit. I love the creative process that goes with that. And with a DVD or Blu-ray, it's you just create a slip and then you stick it in there and that's it.
Right.
And one of the reasons that I love making the book jackets is, again, it's books are, they're as analog as you can get it. You can get an ebook, but it's
I feel like we need to answer somebody's, like, because he's saying that he's 32 and he grew up in the 90s with VHS, and how he sees someone younger, even though you just said you're flattered, but you're not that young.
She's not going to give it away. Don't even just stop pushing it, Charlie. She's not going to give it away.
If you
I'm just wondering if she's maybe his age.
If you don't mind, can you
close. I'll just say that. I mean, I'm within a 10-year range of that.
Sorry, John, go ahead.
Do you mind to turn up your volume a little bit? You're a little bit low.
The mic volume just a little bit?
Yeah, hers is a little low. Yeah.
Yeah, let me just
either your gain or your fader up a little.
Let me see. Is it working now? A little bit louder?
Yeah, it's better.
Sounds a little bit better on my end, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Sounded fine on my end.
Awesome.
But yeah, so
I remember back in the day.
That's why I brought that up.
No, you're fine. Yeah, back in the day when I like I said, my dad's buddy, he had so many VHS. I'm guessing he just knew somebody that owned a video store, because I remember trying to find a certain movie on VHS, and I went to a video store to be like, "Can I just buy this?" And they're like, "Sure." So I got excited, and I was like, "I just need one copy." And they're like, "That'd be like $97." I'm like, "What? What? Who? What?" And so that part really shied me away until you started to see more VHS. I was always surprised at how long it took to get a movie for home purchase on the VHS.
Yeah.
I had one buddy that had a dad in the VHS game, and I used to be able to get stuff from him because he was ordering dozens at a time. So I could be like, I'll slip you $30 and you can just give me one. But
yeah, no, I mean, when Jurassic Park came out originally, I shit you not, it felt like it took a year to even get a VHS release at all. So I was like, when it finally came out, got super excited, of course. But back then, I think, it took longer for stuff to come out compared to now.
Yeah, the process of putting everything onto VHS was a lot more complicated.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I was going to say, as far as your process go, how, just to dive into the business in a little bit, and I don't know a better way to ask this, so I apologize if it seems. How are you getting away with this? Like, seriously.
Well,
like I know you've shared. I forget what it was, but I know you've shared some things where you're like, okay, I can't. I've been told to not do this. But I'm guessing that there are nice legal ways around things, and that's great. If you don't want to share all the insider secrets, I completely understand. But like, I mean, just
no, Jody wants the business for himself.
Pure curiosity. How do I do this? No, but
I mean, to be quite frank, it's not a easy territory to go into, and so it's really just a matter of trying to find companies and little small studios now that would be interested. So it got to a point where I got so big that it's like, well, this is not what I never thought I would get this big. And so with getting that big, that's when you kind of start crossing into the legal territory. But that also means that it's given me some opportunities to try and find some smaller studios and some smaller directors and things to work with. And so that's now what I'm trying to kind of work towards. But yeah.
Yeah, what would be cool though, because looking at your artwork, if I were to see, your artwork being shared through boutique labels, I could see like, the whole Shout Factory, Scream Factory, and Arrow, like some type of partnership. If they were to go back into VHS, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, I would love that.
Arrow would be pretty awesome.
I think Arrow would be more accepting, if anything.
Probably.
Because Coraline, that was a cool cover.
It was a cool cover. That was freaking awesome. And that question may have been premature because I do want to know, like, walk me through how you started this whole thing and just how fast it grew. Everything about everything that's going on with Kadi Video.
Yeah, well, I mean, I started off with just making a few covers here and there for films that I really enjoyed. So I started off with like Freaky was one of the very first ones that I released because it's just one of my favorite films. When that came out, I was just fell in love with it. And it was actually quite amazing. The writer had purchased a copy of it, and I was like, okay, this is insane. Like the first one
like somebody
that I put
actually
out
likes
there.
It.
And then I just slowly put out more until I came out with Fear Street. And with Fear Street, I decided to actually start developing the style that I've been now doing with all of the pieces that I create. And that is the one that really blew up. I suddenly ended up getting all of these people who wanted a copy of it, and I wasn't able to fulfill any sort of demand for that, even though I was trying. And from there, things just steadily increased until I was able to actually afford to try and to make other box sets that weren't just like the wood box sets like I'd done previously, but that's like Twilight. I was able to find places where I can get my idea made and manufactured without having to work directly with chipboard and trying to get materials from Home Depot to fold that, cut that, glue that, get it printed.
It's a process.
So
well, you have an avid customer out of Jody, that's for sure.
I'm telling you, like listen, if we could take just like 5 minutes to talk about this thing. This was insane. Like I saw you advertise this and I got super excited. I had previously purchased the Batman, hence the reason why it's our giveaway tonight. But and I knew I wanted that Joker in there. But then when you started sharing this, I had to have this. So I'm guessing this is one of those things that you found a company to, like, you just gave your artwork and they made you the slip, or did you hand make all of this?
So they made me that part. But I had to make sure I gave them the measurements. I gave them exactly how I wanted it to look, how I wanted it to work. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll make prototypes. And so I'll make those prototypes using like foam board and cut everything out, kind of take pictures of that, show them where I want artwork to be, show them how exactly I want it to function. And then from there, they're able to actually help me to get that manufactured. And with that, there's minimum orders and everything that come into play. So
yeah,
I was going to say, what was the
do all the time?
Yeah, what was the count on this? If you remember, do you remember how many you made of this box set?
Ooh, I don't remember. But the minimum quantities are pretty high.
Yeah.
Unless you're like ordering other things along with it. I have a pretty good relationship with that manufacturer now that I can actually kind of
nice.
even things out a little bit so that the minimum
cool.
quantity for one item isn't going to be as high as long as, there's enough minimum quantity of another item, for example.
Like you can actually do like limited editions of your own merch in a sense.
Yeah. Though sometimes with the limited edition, I'll actually make that myself. Just because of the fact that it would cost way too much to get it manufactured, and it's cheaper to just do it by hand.
One thing that would have been
personal?
Cool. Oh yeah, right.
What now?
Like if people ask you if you do personal for like if they request a VHS, do you do that?
I mean, I usually try to do that for directors, more so than just for personal requests. Just because with personal requests, sometimes it could be a film that if it got out that I made a cover for it, they would not be too happy about it. So I do have to be a little bit careful.
You probably just take those. You probably just take those personal requests, make a list, and if you get a certain title requested so many times, that's when you might look into, okay, should I put this out?
That makes sense.
And make it available on the store for all.
Yeah. Unless it's, of course, a company that I know is not going to be too pleased.
Right.
No,
no. Sorry, I can't.
I was going to say the only thing, and this is my collector brain coming in. The only thing about this that I would have said would have been freaking sweet, and I pre-apologize for the baby screaming in the background right now. But it would have been awesome if on the bottom you had them put like dash of and however many of these you had made, and then you written like this was number whatever, this was number whatever. That would have been amazing. And but
you just gave her an idea now.
I hope I gave you an idea because I'm still wanting the Harry Potter box set. But
so I've actually thought of doing a one of for certain things, just because of the fact that I have been wanting to do more limited edition, especially knowing that there are certain box set titles that I know are not going to be as popular just solely because of the price. Like for example, the Harry Potter. The only reason that there isn't a box set right now is because I know, and I know that there's only going to be a certain amount of people who are going to actually want to buy the full box set. Because I have gotten comments before saying,
I think you may be surprised. I think you might be surprised. And honestly, if I might suggest, I maybe even do like a I don't know if you would call it a pre-order, but if you would be interested in this, let's make a list of people and see how many you get. And if that number is good enough to put that in pressing, I think you'd be surprised, even at that price tag, honestly.
Oh yeah.
Because you're paying for the people that know. There's going to be people that just don't understand.
Yeah.
But for the people that know how much work and time goes into this, they're going to want that in their collection. I've got people, I'm a group buy host, and I sell things for premium labels. You'd be surprised how much people pay for things that they know are a limited quantity.
I'm a witness.
Yeah, I mean, I've got some editions in my collection, and I'm ashamed of how much I paid for them, okay?
And then I see it go back to the for sale pile.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, we have somebody saving up for your Stranger Things box. That's another beautiful set.
Nice.
What does it say? It's the if anything, at some point I'll be getting the season 4 one. Oh yeah. That Stranger Things box set. That thing's awesome, and it's huge. How many VHS are in that one?
Oh, I'm drawing a blank. It's sitting like right over there. But yeah, it's 2 VHS for each of the seasons, and then it's 2 with the future season that's not yet been released.
Right.
And so once that's released, I'm actually going to be going ahead and making the sleeves for that.
Right.
And then those will be available.
Nice.
How are you doing your formatting to the actual VHS? Like, do you just pour it over like a DVD to it, or?
So
surely in the hell you're not pan and scanning, because that's crap. That's I am not a VHS fan. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. We got to win John over here, y'all.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry. It's wonderful. You're a wonderful artist, and I appreciate everything you're doing, but I hate VHS.
It's okay. It's okay.
And
John's trying to save his ass while
I'm the oldest here. I grew up with VHS from the beginning. I was born in '78, the year it basically came out. I mean, it came out a little before then, but officially, I'm as old as Laserdisc. I'll tell you that. It came out in '78 officially.
And John loves him some Laserdiscs.
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense that if you saw the introduction of it and then you saw the progress, then you'd be like, this is just, it's not for me. My father, which I do not agree at all with this because I love vinyl. He hates it. He thinks that I don't understand why anybody likes vinyl. It's not that good because that's what his parents always had, and that's what he grew up with. And so when he got an 8-track and then he got getting the tapes and the CDs, he was like, "This is just so much better quality." Like, I don't understand the vinyl craze, and I'm like, it's the warmth that you get from a vinyl. But he can't for the life of him fathom why anybody would want a vinyl. So I got it.
Everybody's got their own, preference and stuff. Like me, I love all formats regardless, because I mean, I know I don't have a VHS player at the moment, but if I can find one at a thrift store for like a decent price or whatever, or hopefully that DVD combo one that they have, I would definitely, have a little bit more VHS than I do have already. I have some older ones, but a lot of them are stuff that was recorded from like TV. And some are regular VHS movies like King Kong Lives and then Steel Magnolias and a whole bunch of other stuff. I have some Disney stuff too.
I just was able to get somebody to bring down the Stranger Things for me. I just wanted to show you. Yeah, there's 10.
Oh, here we go. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so
2, 4, 6.
And I have not looked, but that would be what, the same, if not more, than a Harry Potter box set? Am I wrong there?
I have 31 tapes. I can't get enough.
That one's more?
Yeah, this one's more.
How much is that? How much is that on your site?
Oh, I don't remember the price.
Oh, you're bad on that.
Is it? I'll go shopping right now. I'll bust out the phone. I'm going shopping, y'all. Hang on. Is it still up, or did it sell out? Did it sell out?
Oh gosh.
Probably.
If you don't see it on the site, just
I'm going to find out right now.
Shoot me a DM
right now. Ah, it wants me to log in. What happened? Oh God.
Oh, yeah. What happened?
Is that new?
That is new.
Oh no! What have you done, Katie? What have you done?
You have to be a member now.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be a process. Dadgummit. All right. Anyway, well, what I'm saying is, I'm sure you've sold quite a bit of that.
It's 360.
You would buy. It's 360.
Kim Smith said I looked not too long ago.
Okay, come on. We got to get a Harry Potter thing out tomorrow. What are we doing?
Well, for Harry Potter, I wanted to do something a little bit special for that.
Please do.
Because I didn't want to just do your average box set in the same format as.
Are we talking wood? Are we talking wood? Are we thinking wood? Is that what we're doing?
Or steel case?
Is that what we're doing?
We're thinking wood, or we're thinking
steel case.
Something that actually is.
Are we talking about a castle? You're going to make a castle? Let's make a castle. Oh, you're gonna make a trunk? You're gonna make a
she
trunk?
needs to make steel books for VHS.
You're gonna make a Quidditch trunk. Oh, I think I might have hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
Speaking of things that open like this, that John Wick thing, holy hell. That John Wick thing was did you only make 5 of those? Is that what I saw?
I only made 5, yeah, and that's it.
Why?
Because I wanted it
Were
to
the
be
suitcases expensive?
They were expensive.
Guys, be sure to go give it like and follow her.
And so for the Harry Potter, I'll probably do a little bit more, but I still want it to be a super exclusive kind of thing, just like that.
Yes. All right. Well, put me on the list, please.
I will.
That would be amazing. What do we got going on in the chat? I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention to the chat at all. We just got people chiming in with letting us know the price of Stranger Things.
That's all we got going on at the moment. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, and this one person has 31 tapes and they can't get enough. God bless you.
Wow.
I wish I had more.
I think I have up to 50.
Oh my goodness.
No, it's only because I always try to upgrade DVD, Blu-ray, 4K. I'm always upgrading. It's not that I don't have love for VHS anymore or anything like that. It's just they've become obsolete in a sense to where you can't get the newer titles on them really anymore, and you're the only person that's really doing it. So it's hard to, keep it alive in a sense.
Which is why I'm trying so hard.
She's trying so hard.
We're supportive.
Back, yeah.
And she's also giggling at 31 and 50. So I have a big idea that she knows how many VHS she has in her collection. So let's go ahead and hear that number so we can all feel good about it.
Thousands.
Ooh, okay,
Round it off.
I don't know the actual number because I have the VHS that I've just selected to have here near me. And then I have hundreds upon hundreds, probably close to 1,000 that I put in a storage unit, which is why
I was right.
Terrifying. It's terrifying. I'd be so nervous putting my stuff, anything, VHS or whatever. I'd be nervous putting that in a storage unit.
Well, new comments. What is that comment?
I don't have a room for it.
I'm almost there.
Yeah.
I used to have a nice small collection of Disney, but lost them in my last move.
Oh, lost them? Oh. What are you doing? Did you move state to state? Is that what happened?
Probably.
There's some moving company just laughing with a big box of VHS, hoping it was jewelry. That's probably what it was.
That's probably like such rare gems to have. They're like, I'm going to make some money off of this,
So, like, if you go to like a flea market, pawn shop, whatever, and you start seeing VHS, how do you remember if you own it already?
I normally will go ahead and check to see if it's sealed or not, and I have accidentally bought 2 copies of things before, so that's...
So is all of your stuff like all your custom stuff, or is all of your stuff like a mixture of like older VHSs with, newer in a sense?
Oh, when I was counting how many VHS I have, I was not counting anything that I've created.
Not counting. Okay.
No. I'm just counting everything that I've actually gone and purchased.
Like your
so what percentage? Right. What percentage roundabout is of your VHS collection is still new in the wrapper?
I wish that it was higher. I really do.
That's got to be hard though. That's got to be hard to stumble across.
I have one I don't mind giving you.
Ooh.
Oh,
it's still sealed, never open. VHS.
She probably already has 3 copies of it, but go ahead.
Let's find out. Still Magnolias.
I don't know if I have that one sealed.
Well, I have it. It's wrapped in its cellophane.
Oh.
Okay,
no.
I'll have to check my collection and see if I have it sealed or not.
Have you ever run across any of the Burger King Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Oh,
familiar with those?
Oh no, I don't think I have.
I have one of those that I got, just one of them. I think there were 4, but I
used to have them
from when I got it back in the day.
Oh yeah,
I used to have Pizza. I remember Pizza Hut did the X-Men animated show. And
that is right.
I think 3 or 4 maybe, where it was like maybe 2 episodes per VHS. It was something weird. But I used to have all of those, and I went to like Pizza Hut weekly to see if they got the next one because they only got them some at a time.
Yeah,
I used to love. I mean, that.
I was going to show my age here. I, at one point in time, did purchase a Britney Spears In Sync VHS that was an exclusive to one of those fast food restaurants.
Okay, so her birth year's got to be between 95 and 97.
Charlie's all over. Charlie's going to bust out a chalkboard and everything. He's going to figure it out.
I'm still going to
beautiful mind this shit. You watch.
Well, I mean, Britney Spears didn't get big to like 99, 2000.
Yeah, 1999.
I know. I'm giving her shit.
I didn't mean to start something in the beginning.
I don't know why people are so obsessed with people's age, especially women's age. I mean, other people that don't want anybody to know their age, so I don't care.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to be 40 next year. I don't care.
Congratulations, Charlie. Welcome to the 40 Club in advance. I'll go and let you know that right now.
Well, thank you.
I don't see.
It's almost like she welcomed me to the 40 Club.
I'm not that old.
Dang,
it was
Charlie.
The way she said that, it was like, yeah.
She just closes us out right there.
Bye.
No, I have plenty of friends that already hit 40, and so that's why I'm like, yeah, nothing wrong with 40. I've got friends that are in their 40s now, so okay.
Talk to us a little about this whole podcast venture that you're doing now. What's going on there? Who are you talking to? What's the podcast thing all about?
So the podcast is it's pretty fun. I get to talk to different actors, screenwriters, directors. I definitely want to open it up to finding more like people that are grips, lighting. I want to really expand in some of the technical.
Yeah.
I've also kind of gone in the direction of interviewing some YouTubers too, just so that it kind of like expand things out. And
kind of what we're doing in this sense.
Yeah. I find it to be really enjoyable also to hear more about the craft that people have and more of the behind the scenes. I know that there's oftentimes the same interviews over and over again where it's like, tell me the project you're working on, and to just be like, how fun was that? And
well, the guests that we had before you, did you ever see the movie Better Off Dead with John Cusack?
Yes, but it's been quite a while since I've seen it.
Okay, if you happen to remember anything from the movie, the girl who played the French girl named Monique, her name is Diane Franklin. We had her on our show before you, and she was a blast to have on. She was really fun. She actually kept doing her French accent quite a bit through the whole stream. But she was fun. She was a sweetheart. She was really nice, and if you ever want to hit up a celebrity, I can share her profile with you if you ever want to chat with her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she was super fun.
Speaking of Diane Franklin, I finally got into Last American Virgin.
Oh, nice.
MVD, and since we're talking VHS, this is the MVD VHS.
Oh, nice
cover.
That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Blu-ray.
I think I only have one. I might have already sold the other one, but I had a Last Action Hero version of that, and I have the movie Heavy Metal in that type of version. Oh, what's that? I cannot tell.
Rewind.
Oh,
it's a Be Kind Rewind.
Nice.
Awesome.
Have you seen those, Kadi? I just recently got into all that Mill Creek slipcovers too. Have you seen those slipcovers that Mill Creek did, where it looks like a VHS tape coming? So they give you the original VHS artwork, and it looks like a little VHS coming out of it. Have you seen that?
They
even do it on the back. Look at that. It looks like you see the little VHS tape.
Yeah.
Wrong side, little VHS tape. I've gotten addicted to these all of a sudden because and I've missed quite a few. But stuff like that is just fun to me. I love that so much.
If you like 80s movies, you definitely need to check out this one, because this is a
heavy metal.
Yes. Oh, you got the heavy metal one of that? That's awesome.
Yeah, because Diane, she's very likable in other movies. In this movie, her character, you will not like her after you see it. No, just the character. The character is, yes.
I would like to make a formal request for you to do Monster Squad, please. Can you hook that up?
I want the Crow, damn it. I know it's already got a VHS, but I want. The Crow.
The rest of this show is just us yelling at you things that we want you to do. So get ready. We're just gonna yell at you. Do this.
I will say for The Crow, I've thought of actually doing a poster since I love that movie.
No, it's my favorite movie. In case you haven't noticed,
it's a good film. I mean,
yeah,
it depresses me watching it, but it's a good film.
Are you aware of the reboot that's supposed to be coming out with Bill Skarsgård as the new Eric Draven?
She looks aware and worried. That's what it looks like to me.
It did come off that way. She's like,
I'm always worried. Whenever I hear or see anything about every time they try to do it, it worries me. I don't know.
Well, this has gone beyond try. This is happening. This is it wrapped.
I know.
It's already done.
It's
See you, Mike.
I just need a trailer.
What's up?
Mike's in the house. What's up, Mike? Yeah, I need to see a trailer to get my worries away.
Yeah,
but I'm trying to remember. We got. Let's see. In like this, as far as like the products that you've been putting out, we got VHS, of course, posters of the VHS covers a lot of times, T-shirts, book jackets. What else am I missing? Am I missing anything? Is there more stuff in there?
I think that's it right now.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Do some.
And then your store, like what? That I didn't go very far on the store, but the new. I guess you got to join your mailing list in order to get access. Now, is that the new thing?
You just have to sign up for an account. It's just to kind of give some additional security to it. That's all.
I got you. I will be doing that. I'm just not.
You hear that, everybody, in the comments?
Yeah, go there, sign up. I'm guessing they'll put us on some sort of email chain too to let us know when the Harry Potter boxes come. Okay.
If you've already checked out, though, if you already had to create an account to check out, then it'll be the same account. So you don't need to create a new one.
I wonder what I did there. Okay, we'll find out.
Yeah, you should be able to request a password.
Cool.
Did you ever do a custom for Beetlejuice at all? Did you ever do one for that?
No.
Oh, your artwork would look amazing.
Yeah, especially if you did that one.
Yeah, I love Beetlejuice too, so I'll put that.
So what all like I guess big studios I guess would be the way to put that. Who all is willing to work with you? Like what kind of catalog can you get your hands on, or do you just take it title by title?
I usually just take it title by title. Right now with I don't want to name like any studios right now, just because of the fact that there's been some controversy with certain companies where I was on good terms with certain directors, and then the studios are not.
Studio said no.
Yeah,
I think I already know who it is.
Yeah.
There is that. And then there's also people that operate social media for some of these studios that are really excited about it, marketing teams that are really excited about it. But
Quentin Tarantino, I'm sure he'd work with you.
Oh, I would love that. I would be if Quentin Tarantino were to hit me up and be like, "Hey, I want to work with you." That would be a dream come true.
I bet he would.
Freaking out.
Like if he's got a Twitter, I'll definitely tag his ass.
Yeah, I was gonna just be like, all right, I'm just like releasing Quentin Tarantino films left and right now.
I'll just bug the shit out of him. Quentin, you got to do it. Quentin, you got to do it. Quentin, you got to do it.
Yeah. And can he also do a Star Trek? He's been wanting to do one. Please.
Just make covers for movies that he's talked about doing, and he'll be like, "What the hell is this?" That'd be awesome.
Yeah. The Quentin Tarantino Star Trek.
Yes.
Sorry, Paramount. This is how it should have been done.
You would probably do really good with like the Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2, like for custom work. That would be awesome to see.
That would be so fun. All of the Quentin Tarantino films would be so fun to make covers for.
Oh yeah, definitely. With your VHS, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. These covers I've been seeing you post where it's like, I need to pull up your account so I can remember stuff. But like, what was some of the titles that you're doing? Like horror versions of
of like romance
movie for the cover? Oh my god, those are hilarious.
So I love rom-coms, and then you combine horror and rom-com, and so you kind of get this like satirical view of romance. And so I'm just
warm bodies.
Yeah. Have you done one for Mrs. Doubtfire? Because I don't know, somebody made a trailer for Mrs. Doubtfire that makes it a horror movie, and it's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I never saw that, but that sounds cool.
You need to go as soon as this is over. Everybody watching, hop on YouTube. It's clacking. This horror Mrs. Doubtfire. It is the greatest trailer, and it's scary as hell.
I might have seen it.
Makes Robin Williams look like just a nightmare. It's like some Cape Fear bullshit.
Makes
it's
him
crazy.
look like the 1 hour photo guy.
Yes, I love that movie. Oh,
That's such a good film.
That is a good film.
Yeah.
I love Robin Williams. He's actually one of my favorite, I would say comedian / actor. Because, I mean, he's both, you know, and he's even said it himself. Like, the reason why he went into comedy was because he couldn't find jobs as an actor by himself. So when he went into stand-up, and then all of a sudden he got the role for Mork, the spinoff from Happy Days, you know?
Yep.
And so it reversed itself.
Yeah.
Which is
Mork
cool.
and Mindy is such a good show. I love
Mork and Mindy.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
I am Mug for Mug. Or like, it's not nice to sit on your face. Then why did God put it there?
Yeah. I remember watching actually Robin Williams in Inside the Actors Studio, where he was talking about it. It's such a great episode. Series, and the way that he's able to just switch so quick is just genius. He was an absolute genius. Not
and to think that Bradley Cooper came from that university.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Bradley Cooper's great too.
I like that show, that Inside the Actors thing, because Robin Williams, I saw his little intro where he takes that woman's scarf and just starts being all like, you know, Middle Eastern.
I got to see him live one time, and it was quite the experience. It was at the Grand Ole Opry here in Nashville. It was something. It was something. I remember like the whole time there was like this giant beach ball kind of like being thrown around in the audience. It eventually made its way up on stage, and he kind of ignored it. But he was like, okay, I get it. He kind of kicked it off the side. And then toward the end, you know, it's Robin Williams. He's just going to shoot the shit now. He's like, all right, let's see what this stupid shit's all about. And he gets the ball and he starts reading it. And it's just got this big long thing written on it. He starts reading it out loud, and it goes into detail about how excited this family is on being here because their mom has been battling cancer. And the more he goes, it gets just darker and sadder and darker. And finally it's over. He goes, "You sons of bitches, why did you do that?"
Somebody said in the comments that they're curious about a horror version of How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
So I made one.
Is that you did make one?
I did make one, yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, is that pictured on your account, or is that not up yet?
It should be on the account, yeah.
Oh my god, I'm gonna find it. Hang on, so I can hold it up to my screen and have a really bad glare. It's gonna be amazing. Hang on. Where's that?
I was gonna, before Charlie jumped in, I was gonna say, please stop subbing me. I wish that was a problem I had, but.
Oh, I found the Legally Blonde one. Oh, there it is. There's
a Legally Blonde one?
Yeah,
she's
going all out. This is so insane.
Damn.
Okay.
How about the Notebook? Did you do the
I don't
Notebook?
know if this is this gonna.
You did?
Oh, this is not gonna show up, guys. Is that viewable?
I can't tell. It's so small.
If you made me swap me with Katie for like 2 seconds. Let's see if we can show this off. There it is.
Okay.
Look
there we go.
That going through him. That's genius. That's genius. And while I'm big, hang on, let me scroll down and do the just so Charlie can see it.
I do like that How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days movie. I do like it.
The legally focus.
Oh, Legally Blonde.
There's your Legally Blonde one, Charlie. She's an axe murderer.
That's funny.
Oh, well, these need to be T-shirts.
Her last name is Woods.
Yeah. All right. Make me not so big. This is embarrassing.
Those need to. Bruiser has the hand in the mouth.
Too. Yes.
I actually had a Chihuahua wiener dog named Bruiser. I didn't name him though. My sister did.
I mean, it's a pretty valid name if you've ever owned a Chihuahua.
Right?
It wouldn't surprise me if Paris Hilton thought of it first before Legally Blonde.
Yeah.
I would like to make
a name she would use.
I would like to make the formal request that all of these get T-shirts because I will purchase them. All these horror rom-coms.
Oh,
you need to do these as T-shirts right away.
Those are awesome.
I will sport them so hard.
Yeah, I need to get back into finding some more rom-coms that I'm inspired to do horror for.
Oh, we can sit here and do it right now. Hang on, guys.
Wait, rom-com stuff?
Rom-com stuff.
This is going to be what was the giveaway?
Oh, the giveaway. Sorry, guys. Let's redo the giveaway. Everybody's in the
I know
chat.
They're all thinking we were here for a refund.
I know, right? If you would like to be part of the giveaway tonight, it is for the Batman from Miss Kadi Video herself. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's awesome. It's in there, and I'll be putting it inside of a Malco protector, so it will be protected because that's the only way to have your collection at all times.
Yes,
and we're gonna do an elimination wheel, or the wheel of death, as I like to call it.
What does that comment say?
Angel Enriquez says, "How about reverse? Turn horror movies into romantic comedies."
Ooh. Oh, there you go.
Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. Seems a lot harder to do, but much funnier.
Yeah,
that would be fun. That would be fun.
I don't know if you did this one, but I found one. Dirty Dancing.
Oh no! Do it.
Oh.
You could. You definitely could. Like when he's holding her up in the water, his body's boiling in acid water or something.
Or it's just a pool of blood and she's dead. He's just dancing with her, dancing with the corpse.
That's pretty dirty.
That's all the whole movie's about.
We're all helping her with the design.
Sorry.
Everybody that's been in chat so far has been added to the Wheel of Death. So
nice.
The Wheel of Death. No. Uncle Buck would make a good one. It's just more of a comedy, but that'd be a good horror movie.
In a way, yeah. Even Home Alone kind of has it already.
Oh yeah,
Home Alone's really.
I've seen that done though. I've seen artwork for like a horror Home Alone before. I don't know where, but I've seen it.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it was on YouTube.
It could have been.
Well, the theory, right? That he grew up to be Jigsaw.
Oh yeah, I've heard that.
Splash dance will be blood coming down. LOL.
Oh yeah, that's true. Deadpool did it though, so we can't do that. We can't do.
I know it's a musical, but it's I don't know. Maybe Grease.
Grease. Footloose. Oh, we're getting suggestions now.
Yeah. We are.
This whole show just went a whole other direction, y'all.
That's great.
Oh,
that's cool.
I wish I had a rom-com section. I don't have a rom-com section. Is that bad?
Nah, it's not.
I think it just kind of all blends in with comedy.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I got you.
Oh yeah, he's got a rom. I know Charlie's got a rom-com section. Jesus Christ, we know that happens all the time.
We can do this one.
Yes,
13 going on 30.
Oh, I've done that one.
Oh,
13 going on 30
it.
bodies.
She's done it.
Nice.
Oh Lord.
I love making the protagonist, the female protagonist, a killer. It's just
yes.
I mean, some of my favorite, what they call like murder porn, is always when the woman's just the killer. I know that there's others type of murder porn that's out there, but I find it to just be super fascinating, the psychology behind a female killer.
Well, I got a double feature here. It does have the How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days with it, but the other movie that's with it is No Strings Attached.
Ooh.
I had thought about that one too. That one I think would be a little bit more challenging for me to come up with an idea, but
I don't think so. I think this would be perfect because if you go by the themes in this movie, like rewatch the movie, you'll definitely go, "Oh, that'll work."
True. I'll have to rewatch it now.
Yeah, because remember, he did make her a mixed track of period songs.
True.
Oh yeah.
You know, keep letting my kids. Yeah.
Oh, we're losing Charlie. Okay. I still stand by Mrs. Doubtfire.
I can see why he's a drummer now. So.
Right. Well, just to get back, just because I'm curious, more of the business side of things.
Yeah.
So, I'm trying to think of a way to word this because you got your artwork permission And then you've got the movie is actually on the VHS permission.
So right now it's art pieces.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that if like a director were to come to me and be like, "Hey, can you put my film onto a VHS?" I think it was 13 VHS players and a whole setup to be able to transfer. So I can transfer digital to VHS. And then if they wanted to, I've got DaVinci and Adobe Premiere. I can always edit to the films if they were to give me a raw file to do the whole like pan and scan kind of look.
Don't do it.
If they really wanted to. If that was like, I want that.
Lionsgate, yeah, that'd be a good company to work with.
Oh, I would love to work with Lionsgate. They did Hunger Games, so of course I'd love to.
I just
They're on
took
a roll
that
with
to
their
my new house.
steelbooks.
Otherwise,
They
I
might
would
be
have
open
showed that
to
off.
it.
Well, I mean, you have to go full in on the analog. You got to buy the old school TV and 4 to 3. You know, you're not allowed to watch that stuff on a big TV. I mean,
you can. You can. There are times in which
No,
I
you're not.
They have VHS
will.
with HDMI.
I know.
Yeah.
John's going to stand his ground. No, if we're doing this, we're doing it right.
Exactly.
The thing is that what is true is if you got the larger screen TV you have and the worse VHS is going to look, so you do have to take that into consideration when watching VHS. That's true.
Go ahead.
I should hook you up with Lana. Lana Winters, she does her own movies and stuff, and she's got them on YouTube, of course, where you can check it out. But she's really nice. She's John and we've had her on twice. I think Jody showed up towards the end of the live stream from one of them.
Yeah,
because he had family things that he was doing. But she was cool to have on, and she's really into horror movies, so maybe you guys can chat and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Well, I would say some that's transferring probably looks pretty good, especially you go from DVD, and you can probably put even did Blu-ray 1080 format on there, or
so I usually it's whatever format I can really get my hands on. So like 1080. It gets downgraded, of course.
Yeah.
So
but it's still going to be higher quality than probably the
original
older way of doing it. So it probably still looks better.
Yeah, it still does have a nice quality to it, and also it depends too on.
It's like its highest form of VHS or something. Yeah.
So that the tape is important, and then oftentimes just for space purposes and how many VHS cost, all of that. It also depends on if it's going to be like EP, like what kind of recording I'm going to be doing on it, because that also varies too in the end quality of the tape.
Yeah,
too.
Of course. Right. Because I know like with certain 4K movies, as an example, and I'll grab it real quick because
where do you get your raw VHS these days?
I have a contact that.
Well, not a. Well, I mean, it's still. Obviously,
want
still
the
being
address.
Manufactured. You don't
want
to
the address.
Your contact.
No.
Need their PayPal information.
So this 4K. This 4K of the 10 Commandments was actually mastered in 8K and then downscaled to 4K. So it can be its highest resolution in 4K.
Yeah. It sounds complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it works. It's just going to look better because the old transfers just weren't as good. It's like the stuff that went on Laserdisc. Like the transfers are still. It's still rough looking. It still looks like it was transferred right from film almost. It's still got the lines and squiggles. And what I'm saying is when you're transferring like a DVD, it's probably been digitally cleaned up. So the actual finished product is going to look better than like some of the original VHSs that were put out.
Yeah.
Even put out their highest quality back in the day.
No,
yeah, that's true. Just because of the fact that the process, was analog, and so
it's all cool. I'm not dissing you. Everything's beautiful. It's just I'm just not into it
I know.
Hey, you know, again, it's preference.
Because when I got my first DVD player in 1998, and I lived for like almost 2 decades with VHS as a kid, you know, my head was blown off with just the quality of DVD.
Yeah.
Not counting, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just. And
I didn't care. I just watched.
I wasn't a wealthy kid, so I didn't have laser discs back in the day. So I didn't even hardly know anything about laser discs as a kid. Or where I live at, I mean, I didn't know anybody with laser discs. So, and laser discs aren't much better. You know, they're just like 320 or something. They're just like slightly higher quality. So they're just digital audio. They're digital audio. That's why the collectors liked it, because you could hook up a.
It's funny because some Blu-rays were like that too.
Yeah. But VHS got like that. They got like higher end audio kind of towards the end. They had, you know, the Dolby and stuff, hookups and things like that towards the end. So.
No, I knew families like with VHS, you know, surround sound systems and big screens, and it was fun. You know, back then, because I remember being a kid thinking like, oh, you gotta have the big screen at your home, you know, and I mean, and that's how I became a movie lover, was because it's just one of those, I love the concept of the theater in my house rather than needing to go to the theater, even though with new movies, of course, you want to go to the theater and support them.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, even when I was a kid, I loved the concept of having a theater so much that my dream was to have an actual theater, kind of like the one that Lucas has.
Oh,
right.
Have you ever thought about doing your own, like, say, movie theater room?
I actually kind of have one. I have like a nice big TV, and then I have some speakers in the walls to kind of give a nice surround sound. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but without the chairs.
Oh, okay.
You can find chairs cheap. I found mine super cheap. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I just put a bed.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that works too. That works.
I mean, if it's one of those beds room, I mean.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm not sharing with everybody else. It's my room. It's what I'm going to be doing soon at the new place I'm moving into. So I'm going to be having my own room where I'm going to do my videos and try to watch more movies so I can actually give some reviews out there. And because my YouTube channel has been kind of dead, not going to lie, only because it's kind of hard to make content when you're in the middle of trying to move.
That's true. I've been there. I know exactly how that feels.
So TikTok's been my friend.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I haven't ventured over there in quite some time. Are you active over there, Katie, on TikTok?
I try to be, but it's a lot of work to do those TikToks.
It is.
Especially when taking into consideration everything else. Instagram is so much easier, and TikTok is a very different audience. You have to really be more engaging.
I found that out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's fun. Don't get me wrong. I love it. But I kind of enjoy more scrolling through TikTok than making the TikToks.
Yeah. That's kind of where when I was over there, I was making them like crazy there for a while, answering questions, which got me followers super fast. But it just becomes a lot.
Yeah.
Such a lot.
I think it just depends, honestly. But I know that one of our, I guess you could say, mutual TikTok friends that we did have on there twice. His name is Jesse, because he had a channel called Movie Nerd 4 originally, and then somehow got banned at like 40,000. And I think someone trolled him is what happened.
Oh, yeah. I hear a bunch of that too. I'm just like, why?
And then but then he started 4.0 and he got up to 4,000 pretty quick, you know, and then at that 4,000, all of a sudden he got banned again.
Mm-hmm.
So he said he's not going back on there because he finds it ridiculous, and he did not do anything.
Yeah, I hear that. It literally takes one person saying one thing, then
and they don't do shit.
Away. So it's like, yeah. It's like, okay, this is all just operated by bots. I get it. That's cool.
Yeah, AI said so, and it's like AI can suck it, you know.
Yeah, it's like you need to have a review process where a human is actually watching it and be able to be like, is this actually breaking anything, or is everything good? Because otherwise it's so easy to just hit the report button and then be like, AI go, I think this is what they said, and I think it's a bad word. We're just gonna ban them.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, I mean, YouTube's the same way. I mean, they're all these formats run an algorithm too.
Yeah, though at least with YouTube, you can kind of appeal and get a human to kind of look at it. Yeah. TikTok, it's like, appeal? What appeal?
Yeah, exactly. Like TikTok, it's just an automatic, you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like TikTok. I don't use TikTok. I don't even have it on my phone. I don't like it, but I understand the free speech element of it. That I think it should be allowed, but I think it's not a good thing in general. But
it's a lot.
I'd say it's like anything else. It's probably 90% of it's probably harmless, but then they allow a lot of things that shouldn't be on there.
I agree.
My problem with it was, when I got on there, obviously I'm a man. I like to look at women. and
go John, go John, go.
And it would, but what it did was it started bringing up obviously like 13-year-old girls. I wasn't looking at young girls. And it just started putting them in my feed, and I was like, "Screw this!" and I deleted it. So
that's the robot. The robot doesn't see that. The robot doesn't see age. So
it doesn't. Yeah, it looks at the tags and goes like, "Here's something similar." People who like what you like this. So
right.
And it's like, that's not what I like.
I'm not that person.
Yeah.
I know.
It's like, I don't know what these people are liking, but that's not me.
Yeah.
You find out a lot about people on there. That's all I can say.
Kind of like that South Park episode. How did it know that I wanted Star Trek?
Katie, I wanted to ask you this before the show started, so I apologize. But we usually go for like 2 hours, and right now we're about an hour and 15 minutes in. Are you good the rest of the way, or do you need to go at a certain time?
No, I'm good.
Okay, because I definitely want you to be here for the giveaway.
I'll be gone.
And if you need to go, you just let us know. And we'll start spinning that death wheel. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I already gave the guys a heads up.
All right.
Cool. I've been asking a lot of questions tonight. Charlie, John, y'all want to chime in?
It's reasonable that you're asking her all the questions.
Dead center, and I'm really nervous about it.
Well, no, the thing is that you're the one who actually, even though I was already following her, but you're the one who knew her stuff way more than I did because you actually bought her merch. And all that kind of stuff.
I gave her my money. That's the whole reason she's here. I've given her money. So it made
sense for you to be in charge of the interview.
I felt like I was owed this interview.
And I apologize
I gave her a lot of money
for saying I don't have anything of hers.
You need to. You're fixing to give her something free. I don't know what you're doing, but
I'll give her my mailing list.
Yeah.
I see you guys out there watching. If you guys leave a chat, leave some chats if you don't mind.
We love going to the chat.
Ask her questions.
Yeah, definitely.
Bring on the questions. If not, hell, we could take some time and just go through this box set. I'm sorry.
What's your favorite 80s movie? Or favorite
there you go.
Just tell me your favorite movie, not 80s movie, just favorite movie.
Well, favorites.
If you can do that. I can't do that myself.
Yeah, don't do the pressure of one. I hate that.
Yeah.
Give me like a top.
I can do it.
I know
There's
you
always
can.
one film that I will always
Come
say.
On.
What's the one?
Okay, I always get a little embarrassed to say it. Just
don't be. I like Spice
so
World.
much hate. Oh, Spice World is actually a good movie. I love that.
Oh shit!
It's not my movie. It's not the movie though. But
yeah, okay.
Spice World. It is such an awesome film.
Hey, there we go.
But Waterworld.
Waterworld.
Kevin Costner.
Waterworld. Yeah.
Wow.
It's a movie that I have watched so many times, and I love the extended edition of it too. There are people who think it's boring, and I'm like, give me that extended edition. Give me more footage.
I do remember that movie getting a lot of hate when it came out, because that was like wasn't that like at one time the most expensive movie ever made?
Yes.
And then it came out, and everybody was like, oh.
Yeah.
I have it myself.
There you go.
And glorious 4K.
I think I have. Didn't Arrow? Yeah, I've got the Arrow limited edition. Ooh,
yeah, Arrow's got one.
I can't get around this disaster that's my room.
I like that. I like that movie as well. I liked other Kevin Costner movies that didn't get
there you go. There's the Arrow video version.
Oh, there you go.
I like the Postman too. Yes. A lot of people didn't like that.
I like the Postman too. I actually have a VHS copy of it, and there are people who are like, Postman is like Waterworld, but with snow. It's like, okay, I guess.
Damn you, Costner.
I guess that's why I like a lot of Costner films. They all kind of have that same sort of feel to them.
Yeah. Are you just like a Kevin Costner fan, or is it just that movie, the way it's shot and stuff, that makes it your favorite? Like, what is it?
So, yes, I am a Kevin Costner fan, but it's that particular film and the way it's shot. I love also the fact that he's Kevin Costner in the film, like he is in everything he does.
Yeah.
But the character is so dry and everything around it, like Dennis Hopper's character, is so comedic. And so the contrast is beautiful. I think it's amazing that you have this dry character and then this comedic villain. And then I love the post-apocalyptic nature of it because I love post-apocalyptic
Yeah, Mad Max kind of style.
Yeah, I love those. I love those movies.
That's awesome. Yeah, because I like Kevin Costner too. And if I had to pick like a favorite Kevin Costner film, though, I might have to go with Prince of Thieves for some odd reason. It's just that movie with him, Morgan Freeman, Alan Rickman, such a perfect cast in my opinion, especially with a cameo of Sean Connery, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just one of those, like, it's an all-around great movie. I know he doesn't do like a British accent so well or whatever in it, but I don't care. It was awesome.
Yeah. I mean, it's a Kevin Costner film. I feel like if you're going to expect him to put on a British accent or to be something other than Kevin Costner, don't watch a Kevin Costner film.
Like, does that mean you're a fan of Yellowstone?
I am.
Okay.
I do like Yellowstone.
I've been told to get into that several times.
It's good. It's really good. I still have been kind of like watching it slowly. I need to catch up on everything with like season 4. But I love it. And the fact that he's not going to be in it.
Oh, yeah, because of his issue that he's doing.
Yeah, it breaks my heart a little bit, but I do like the rest of the cast in Yellowstone too. And I love the character development. Cool. So
yeah, if it's funny because like when it comes to favorite films, yes, they all know number 1 is The Crow. But if I were to like do a list, Braveheart's one of them. Coraline definitely. I would say they might be my top 3, but then it goes into like Lost Boys, Breakfast Club, a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah. And for me, there's like a bunch of films that I love too, that it's hard to just list them all. Like recent films, I love Get Out and I love Freaky.
Oh yeah.
And then I also love a lot of romance stuff. Like I love The Notebook, which
you do.
Yeah. It's such a romantic film, and it's one of those that I
haven't, and I still haven't watched it.
You've never watched The Notebook?
I've never watched The Notebook.
Wow.
I recommend it.
Can we watch it together?
Hey, now. There's going to be no Fox here tonight.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, but I had to, Joey.
What about what's some of your top horror movies? I know you love.
Oh, there you go.
Oh man,
I know it's hard. It's super hard. I hate these questions.
Yeah, I mean, for horror, The Exorcist is probably number 1.
Exorcist, nice.
Yeah, and then I love almost all of the Scream movies. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Oh man, I like the.
She's a 90s kid. Sorry, go ahead.
I especially
Zombies?
love the Halloween.
Halloween, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, gosh, there's so many. Like I can't even think like all of the horror films that I like.
Camp Nowhere. Yeah.
The Shining.
Oh, Camp Nowhere.
Camp Nowhere.
I love Camp Nowhere. That's a funny movie, even though yes, that could be considered a horror movie. But what was I about to say? Damn it! I had the question and now I lost it. Anyway, next.
Next. It's weird that I can remember the first. Oh yeah, zombies.
Yeah, because because you had asked her favorite horror movies, and I was wondering if she had like maybe zombies, like certain favorite zombie movies or something.
Oh, we're getting specific as hell. Okay.
Yeah. So, okay, when it comes to zombies,
I have a zombie section. Is that weird?
Yeah, it's not my favorite theme.
Oh, okay.
Theme, that's why. But that doesn't mean that there aren't films that I appreciate, like World War Z.
Oh, there you go.
And then I do think that when you combine zombies and comedy, it's a little bit better, like Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, like Shaun of the Dead, yeah.
Yeah.
Or Warm Bodies, because that's technically a, comedy, but it's also a romantic comedy too.
Yeah, like I can handle more of that, like zombies,
Zombieland, and all those.
Yeah. Like,
did you ever see Return of the Living Dead?
Oh man, gosh.
Their famous zombie is named Tarman.
Tarman.
I'm guessing not.
Yeah, I don't think I actually have. I think it was one of those where I'm like, zombies. I don't know.
You've probably scanned across it on TV because it used to be on TV all the time.
I'm sure.
Oh yeah, it was a constant. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
What's going on in the chat, John? Anything fun?
They're actually making a 38 months later now. Do you guys familiar with 38?
Oh,
the 28 days, 28 days, and 28 days.
Weeks? Excuse me, I don't know what's that 38. Yeah, 28 days later and 28 weeks later. Now they're making it 28 months later. So
really,
yeah, same director.
Oh,
so
wow.
It should be really good. Some of the best.
Huh. I did like those movies.
I did.
Zombie movies made, yeah. At least what I would consider the non-classic zombie, which is the fast-moving, aggressive zombie. Which is what are in those movies. Very terrifying zombies. Yeah.
Yeah, the ones that can actually chase you. Yeah. Most zombies just go and then walk away.
Yeah.
That's understandable. Oh, we have an actual question. Look out. Oh, what kind of horror is your favorite? Vampire, zombie, werewolf, slasher? Do you have an actual horror genre?
Number one horror.
So yeah, my favorite horror genre is comedy.
Yeah, I think we got that.
So horror comedy. Yeah.
Horror but they're wondering that title.
For a title, I don't know if there's like a particular one that's like my favorite. I mean, I love Freaky, which is horror and comedy. But
Twilight. No, I'm joking.
Twilight would have been great if it would have been like more comedic and horror. I would have loved it even more.
Yeah,
because I still have a soft spot for Twilight, but I would have thought it would have been better if there was more horror elements to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like if Edward were trying to kill her, then I'd be like, "Ooh, yeah."
So did you like or appreciate when Freddy Krueger turned comedy, or do you prefer your Freddy Krueger?
He was already comedy in the first one.
Oh, come on. He was not. Come on.
Yes, he was. He went like this and then he's like,
I mean,
okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Did you enjoy your Freddy Krueger slapstick? How about that?
There you go.
I
mean, I don't know about slapstick.
Freddy 6. Let's focus on Freddy 6. What the shit was that? I was a big Freddy fan, so
same here.
I watched the downgrade of Freddy. So the New Nightmare is one of my favorite movies because I think that brought Freddy back to being freaking awesome. So yeah, Freddy's one of my tops when it comes to horror.
Yeah, I mean,
somebody asked about Rogue One.
Oh yeah, you recently posted a Rogue One release.
Yeah, Cliff Yates. Not sure if you're able to say, but Rogue One, you posted a playable. Rogue One, you posted. Is it playable or just an original? Art
or just decoration.
So everything is just art.
Just art.
So it's just decoration, people.
You like how she rolls her eyes like that? Everybody, let's.
I know she's like, I hate saying it like that.
It's just art.
No, but that's cool though, because I mean, it shows that you care enough about the VHS world to where you want to create the art that would have been if it were just still be around in a sense. So I'm totally for it. If some boutique labels would actually, pick you up or something and say, "Hey, let's do something together."
Yeah.
Because there is a guy that I know that does custom work for MVD.
That's pretty awesome.
That'd be cool.
Oh yeah.
And the tapes that you include, I mean, they can be playable if the buyer wants to do that.
Yeah. If you have a copy of the film, then I've posted before how you're able to record. So it's definitely possible if you have a VHS player to record whatever it is that you want to onto the tape. So if you have the DVD or you own the Blu-ray,
right?
And you're able to transfer that footage over, then yes, because
you can make it legit.
Yes.
What are VHS players running now? I know for a while there they were like $200 and something again. Are they still that, or are they back down?
Oh, it varies. It depends on what you actually purchase, but you can find good deals on eBay if you look hard enough. The only thing is, I have seen on Amazon that there are companies in China now that are selling VHS players.
Cool.
Like VCRs, not VHS players. VCRs.
We knew what you meant.
What they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're selling VCRs, and if you look at the reviews, everyone's like, "This ate my tape." So beware.
Oh, no.
Do not purchase those. I'm excited to see that.
In other words,
Amazon
ignore China.
Yeah. Amazon wants to have them on there. Like, China wants to be part of this VCR and VHS craze, but the VCRs are not good.
No, if I were to pick a country to do that, I'd pick Japan, because they actually are good with their electronics.
Yep. If some of these companies were able to manufacture VCR again, like the ones that...
What are used tapes going for these days? I don't even look at them. So is it something people are highly seeking out now, or is it...
Surprisingly, yes.
Yeah.
Is it?
From what I've seen.
Yeah, they're seeking out, yeah. I've actually gone to yard sales where there are people who are selling their VHS, blank VHS, and they're like, "Hey, this is how much I want to sell it for," and it's a pretty high amount, and they're like, "I can get you more," and they want to sell it to you for $15 a piece, and it's like, $15
like $20 a player, yeah.
It's like, no thanks.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to spend $15 for a blank one.
Now, besides physical media,
80s.
Oh yeah, right. Besides physical media, what else do you have in your collection? I see an old typewriter behind you. That's why I'm bringing that up. Do you have other things that you like to collect, or is that typewriter just special on its own?
Well, the typewriter is special. It actually came from somebody that used to live where I'm renting right now. It's passed away, so it was his. Oh, wow. And it was passed on to him. So it has sentimental value, but I do collect other things. I like collecting like themed handbags. So there's like Loungefly and all these other brands out there that create
choosing handbags.
And especially Sailor Moon handbags. That's an obsession. Little figures, like Sanrio figures, collect that. And then I have other things that I like to collect. Like I have an old Polaroid that I've collected.
Oh wow, yeah.
So little like games and stuff from the 90s, and toys from the 90s and 80s, collectibles like Star Wars toys, Star Trek toys, especially the Star Trek toys. No offense to Star Wars. A little bit of a preference to Star Trek versus Star Wars.
Favorite Star Trek series? Go.
Next Generation.
It's always Next Generation. Yeah. It's always Next Generation.
And then Voyager is second.
Oh,
and then original series is third.
Deep Space Nine's better than Voyager.
I did like Deep Space Nine. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Deep Space Nine is really, really good.
It is good.
Voyager's pretty good.
I like Janeway. She's awesome. And she's a female captain, so I'm a little bit biased.
Right.
They always thought she was annoying, not because she's a female. I just thought she could have been a little bit better for a female. She got annoying, like because they would always cut to her, like the episode would start of her in her ready room, like be drinking tea and like reading a book, like she, in her when her holodeck thing, that she was like Da Vinci's protege. It was annoying. It's like, come on, The show got much better when 7 and 9 came on, and they give her like because 7 and 9 like pushed back against her a lot.
Yeah.
So it caused friction, and it made the characters more dynamic, both of them. But before that, she was kind of annoying. But after that, it was better.
Yeah, I think the problem is that they were like, okay, we need a female captain, but then they kind of did a stereotype, which I see constantly when female characters are written, where they try to either make them too strong and too masculine and just this no character development whatsoever. They're not a dynamic character. They're just it's a god, basically a god character. Or they make her too emotional. She's just like crying all the time and she can't get her emotions straight. And it's like, how about we do this?
I'm such a
like
teenager.
The male character. Write her like the male character, and then you just make her a female. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, her
done.
Her writing was just inconsistent throughout the show a lot. That's what kind of got to me. It was especially when it came to like the Prime Directive. Like one episode, she would be, "We got to stick to the Prime Directive," and then the next episode, "We got to break the Prime Directive so we can do the." It was annoying. It was just whatever.
Yeah.
But other than that, the show altogether was good. I didn't hate her as a captain. I thought it was, but it's just some of that writing inconsistency that kind of got old.
Yeah. And I mean, it got worse as they started doing more series.
Which one?
Enterprise.
No.
Yeah, I heard that was bad.
No, it's good.
Oh, John says it's good.
No, Enterprise is good.
John likes it. Oh,
it's done by the same people who did all those other series. So it's all this new crap. That's what's bad.
I haven't seen all of them. I'm
Next Generation for me.
Well, the problem with this new stuff, they're trying to make it Star Wars. It's
kinda.
Yeah. I mean, that was my problem with the films. My problem with
it's like a mixture of Star Wars and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, which is not Star Trek.
That's not Star Trek.
That's right.
I know.
That was like my issue with the Star Trek films, was that I went in there going like, "Oh, great, Star Trek," and then I'm like, what's with all of these weird aliens and all of these flashing lights everywhere? And did I go in to see a Star Trek film, or is this a Star Wars film? What did J.J. Abrams do?
What did J.J. do?
I know.
Yeah.
Like, the reason why I like Next Generation was mainly because of Patrick Stewart. No joke.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I have still not watched Picard. I own it.
Same here.
I have not watched it.
I haven't watched it either. Everybody tells me to watch it. They keep asking me what my opinion on it is.
I was about to say, it gets good reviews.
Yeah.
I've seen, the reviews are great. The trailers that I see for the seasons or the episodes look good. I just have not sat down to watch it.
Yeah.
I've been told to be prepared to be a little bit disappointed. So I'm kind of like, I'm just kind of like, I don't know when I'm going to sit down and actually take the plunge to watch this now.
Well, guys, I'm going to get going to go see Enter the Dragon. So
go in 4K. I hope you enjoy yourself, sir.
Oh, I will. And I'll let you guys know if it was worth it, at least for that whole 4K digital, so.
Yeah, right.
Yep. But whoever wins, good luck on the, giveaway.
Woo! Death will go.
Laters.
See you, man.
See ya.
We have Cliff in the chat wondering if you're going to do any more of the big Batman boxes because they look killer. Any more in the future, or was that it?
I need to actually check to see if I have any left. Because that'll just be dependent on my stock levels for it.
Because it was awesome.
Yeah.
Jesus. Cliff, I think you didn't see this. Look at this thing. I swear to God, I don't know People say, "Why did you buy that?" I'm like, "Why didn't I buy that? Why would
I think
not
you have
buy
some
that?"
of these Jodies, don't you? These.
What you got? Oh yeah, the
Blu-ray.
VHS. Yes, they're like bigger.
Yeah,
they're not. They're bigger than a VHS.
Yeah,
but you open them up, they got Blu-rays, and they got I got a nice stack of them. They did them for Stranger Things too, which I really love. But well, they did the first two. They stopped after two. But yeah, those are cool. Those are super cool. What's the bigger box that you're doing, or that you did some of? I think you redid the Batman in like a bigger. Was that like almost like a Disney size?
Yeah, so I kind of did a version
like a clamshell
of the
sort of thing.
It was it's like a cardboard. It's the same kind of material as the big box set that you have.
Yeah.
But it was designed to kind of be reminiscent of the big boxes, the VHS big boxes that came out.
I got you.
But instead of being made out of cardstock, they're made out of that. I'm actually let's see if I can get one given to me to show you.
Oh, she's got the force. It's gonna float over to her.
Yeah.
Watch.
But it has the same kind of inside plastic that holds the VHS, and then the back design was designed to look a bit like the old big box sets as well. Actually, I have it here. Okay. So it looks like this.
Yes. That thing's crazy.
But it opens with like a magnetic flap.
Right.
And then designed to look like the big boxes.
That's cool.
With the
your entire collection is falling in the background.
Yeah. So yeah, plastic on the inside to hold it.
That's cool. Oh, they even get your logo there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
And then the back design. Well, I don't have like the actual big box that I designed it off of, but some of the designs look like this. Other ones, like the MGM, looked like this in the back. So the original big boxes were more like this. There was no magnetic clasp, but they opened like this. So I kind of designed them to be similar to that.
That's cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Was there ever any I like that. That's awesome. Did you ever try to recreate the old like cushy Disney VHS clamshells? Was that ever a desire, or did you even try and just stop and be like, that's gross? Yeah.
No, I never really tried to.
Okay.
We were thinking of the same thing at the same time, like, Jody.
Yeah, I was thinking as soon as I started seeing that, I was like, how hard is that going to be if you try to do that?
Yeah, I mean, it's not actually going to be that difficult since I kind of know where I could get it made. It's just that I don't really have the desire to, because it's not as fun to just make a slip that you stick into a plastic case. It's the same reason why I haven't really done it for the Blu-rays, the 4Ks, just because I could, because I know there's a demand for it, but it's just not as fun as actually trying to come up with designs for the VHS, putting a VHS together, the sleeves, or designing new concepts for VHS. Which I do have some ideas for concepts that have never been done. But again, it's a finance issue.
Oh yeah, right.
These have never been created before. And so I've reached out to manufacturers who are like, I can do what you're talking about for a DVD. And I'm like, no, I don't want it for a DVD.
Let me, hang on, I'm going to show you something real quick if I can remember where I put it. Where are you? There you are. Nope, that's not it. Where's it at? And we're waiting on me to figure this out. Where's my movie?
What area of the country do you live in, if you don't mind me asking?
I live
in
Los
pinpoint
Angeles.
Nothing. Huh?
Los Angeles.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. It's not too it's big enough to be able to be like, I live in LA. It's not some small little town. But yeah, I do enjoy being in LA. It makes it so that actually finding things like VHS is a little bit easier for me to get those contacts.
Okay, I found what I was going to ask you about. I have another young lady artist that I used to buy a lot. Way too much. My kids aren't going to college. I bought a lot of slipcovers for my steelbooks, and she would custom hand make them, print them, and everything. And I had an idea, and she did it. This would be kind of cool if you did this, because I'd buy a lot from you too. But we did a slipcover where I found a nice high-res scan of the VHS for Flight of the Navigator. And she made it into a slipcover for my steelbook. And it turned out really, really freaking awesome. And
that's pretty cool.
You could hand make these, since that's the part that you love so much. We even did the little VHS tape little niche at the bottom on the spine. But what I loved about it was a high res scan. So there's still like the creases and, you know, all the wear and tear from whoever's copy this was. But I'm letting you know now, there's a market if you were to take the old school, even like your artwork or just the old school artwork, just like kind of rough it up, make it look like it's old, you know, and kind of update it for us other collectors, you know, other collectors, not VHS. I love VHS, but it's like a lot more steelbooks.
So
I'm just throwing ideas out there.
Yeah, one of the ideas that I had that I had actually contacted manufacturers for, the one that was like, I can do it for a DVD. It was actually related to steelbooks. I'll just put it that way. But again,
but tell me it's not dead. It's not dead, is it? Is it dead, or is it still in your brain?
It's still in my brain. That hasn't disappeared.
Cool.
It's it's just meaning that I have to actually create a whole concept, probably have to work on creating prototypes of exactly what it is that I want before finding a way of getting it done. So that's the only downside to it. And then look at the price of it and look at demand for it. So that's the part that's kind of demand. Like, yeah. Oh, I know there's demand, but I have to look at demand versus cost.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because there's things that I know that there's demand for, but it needs to be a higher demand to be able to afford it when it's something that hasn't been done yet.
You've got me excited about this Harry Potter box set. I just want you to know that right now.
I'm still excited about doing one.
It's needs one of those. Happen.
I got backlash for it, which I kind of find to be like, I get it, I understand it, but I'm also.
You got backlash for the art?
Not for the art, no. It's just for everything that's currently going on, and yeah, but but at the same time, I'm like, I really like Harry Potter. It was an important part of my upbringing, and so that plays a role in it. There's no political thing going on here. It's just purely the fact that Harry Potter is so big now, and it just had a big impact. That's it.
Let's take let's take 2 minutes and get your views on why in the hell we're going to get a Harry Potter Max show here soon, and why is that even needed?
It's just because of the fact that they want to make more money off of it. That's really all it comes down to.
I get that.
That's it. It's like, and I'm pretty sure that J.K. Rowling's like, more profit, sure, cool, I'm in. So that's it. It has nothing to do with what we want.
They should have pushed more of. I don't think we need to revisit what's been beautifully done.
No.
It should have been either the years after or the years before, even though we did just get that video game. But
yeah,
I think it should be the years after, because then if, say, season 1 is awesome and everybody loves it, now you've given an incentive to let's bring back those old characters and see them grown up. And it would have been amazing. I don't know why we need to rehash everything again. The only part that's intriguing is that each full season is a year at school, as opposed to 2.5, 3 hours.
Yeah.
We're gonna get. I don't think they've announced how many episodes are gonna be per season yet, but we're gonna get more time that way. Because I mean, I know I'm not a big book reader, but I was told that there was a lot more to the books than the movies.
Yeah.
And and a lot of things I was told, I was like, that should have been in the movie. There's even extended versions of the movies that they've only shown on TV that we've never even got to have physically, which I still don't understand to this day. But so I get that part, but I don't agree with what we don't need to do this.
Yeah, no,
we just don't need to do this.
To be 100%, I didn't even think we needed a whole Fantastic Beasts and all of these prequels to the Harry Potter. It's like I haven't even seen them, and I don't have any desire to see them. It's like I read all 7 books. That's all that really is important to me, and anything that's after that, I don't really care, and I am not looking forward to this series because it's like I've got the movies, I don't need more. And also the problem with the series is that while there's more information in the books, I don't need to see every single thing that's in the books on the screen either. It's like that's what I have the books for.
That's true.
I don't need all of that now on screen, and now you're gonna have to probably add to it because there's only so much in the books. You're gonna run out of material for
there's always that classic argument of, the book readers will tell you the book's better than the movie. The movie people most of the time never even read the books. They're like, I don't care, the movie's great, which is fine. But I like the fact that's how it works, is that if you're the book reader, you probably do have more knowledge on a lot of things versus what I know in my 2.5 hour movie. But if I like the movie, awesome.
Yeah. They're 2 different mediums. The thing is, the film is designed to be shorter because there's certain things that are in the book that can't be translated to film. And there are things that are in the book that it's great it's in the book. It's enjoyable that it's in the book. But if it were in the film, it'd probably be really boring. Like, that's why they had to cut it out. It's like, it doesn't need to be there. It's not integral to moving the story along. And it's different. It makes the storytelling in the film different. So it's one of the reasons why I love both film and books. I love reading the books and watching the films because it's almost like you're getting 2 different versions of the same story.
Yeah.
And I enjoy that. I enjoy being able to have both. I don't need a series that now is going to take the books and just add all of this stuff to it that it's like completely unnecessary to a viewing experience.
And that's what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I've always I enjoy just like I said, I prefer the movie over the books, and somebody can tell me about the book part, and I'll be like, oh yeah, that sounds really good. That sounds really good. Oh, we got Cliff chiming in again. What's Cliff saying here?
I'm in Seattle near Scarecrow Video. One of the employees there was talking about your VHS art to another customer. Everyone who was in the store got on Instagram and started following you.
Look at that.
So cool.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Well, I hope some of them are here. Maybe they can have a chance to win this Batman. That'd be freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And Charlie got to the theater. He's letting us know he got there safely. Thanks, Charlie.
Awesome.
I'm here. Okay, Mom. But
I do like knowing that people arrived places safely. I was on a podcast while back where one of the members, nobody was able to get in contact with him, and I was actually freaking out the whole time.
No.
Is he okay?
Why is nobody leaving?
So yeah,
everybody's so calm right now.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. What's can you give us some hints or some insight of some future releases that you're working on that you would care to share?
So I've been asked before about that. And it's always difficult because I normally get inspired when I watch things on Shudder, or I'm kind of just looking for new horror films to watch. And then I'm suddenly like, I wanna do that film. And then other times I'm just kind of like playing around, and then an idea comes to mind. Like this is what happened with 13 Going on 30, for example. I was just like, I want to do a parody or rom-com. Like I want to do some parodies. So it's hard to be like, this is what's coming up. It's more of I work on something and then decide to just release it and just show it on Instagram. So
that's cool.
Yeah. And that usually happens within like a week's time, where just whatever I'm thinking about at that time.
Did you just start cosplaying here recently, or?
I've always loved I've always loved cosplaying. I'm not like the best cosplayer. I don't do it professionally, but ever since I was young, costumes have just been the thing that I gravitate towards, which is probably why I'm a theater major. I focused on the playwriting and screenwriting, but I also played around with the costume design as well. So yeah, I've been doing cosplaying for a while.
It's cool when it works out with what you're advertising on Instagram. I always think that's really like that. I think the Clockwork Orange is probably one of your more popular ones that you did. Yeah. But it's always cool to see. I'm like, hell yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, which I actually got criticism for that one too.
Oh my god!
It's like this Clockwork Orange is about a villain. That's a villain. Like nobody's saying that we really like him.
It's like I don't think half these people have seen the movie. They just read some cliff notes somewhere. Like, oh, that sounds awful.
Yeah,
it's like go watch the movie.
Yeah, he's a terrible character. He's horrible. Nobody's condoning anything he does. That's the whole point of the film. That's the whole point of the cosplay.
You could save a basket of drowning puppies, and somebody would be bitching about it.
Yeah, they'll be like, you saved these drowning puppies, but what about the fish that got killed by the basket when you lifted it up?
Oh, yeah. No.
I killed a fish. I'm sorry.
Well, it's going. Jaws famously removed a bunch from the book for a better story. I have heard that.
I'm sorry, I missed that one a minute ago.
No, you're good. What's the one below that? Have you gotten to speak to who? Sorry,
Mike Flanagan.
Mike Flanagan.
It's been a while. It's been a while since I've spoken to him, but I have in the past.
Cool. And we have.
I love cosplay also. Ugh, I got tongue tied. I love cosplay also. I don't do it professionally either, but I've cosplayed a lot too, including The Crow, but both first movie and series version.
Nice. Yeah. Nice.
It's definitely something that I love doing. I mean, I have Disney costumes, and then I want to build out my Padme costume selection, because especially in
there's a lot.
Yeah, there's so many costumes and they're all so beautiful that I'm just like, I want these. I'm not like a huge prequel fan, but
right.
I love her costuming.
Check out
John.
Anna,
how many people we got on the
girl? I don't know if you've ever seen her before.
Yes, I have seen her. Yeah, and I know she does a lot of cosplaying too. I've looked at her cosplays before.
But she don't. I think she's kind of got the same. She doesn't like to. She doesn't spend a lot of money doing it. I think she tries to do it at kind of the lower end.
Yeah.
And people get really pissed about that as well, because they're like, well, I made all my costume. I stole every thread, like when some of it's very impressive, but it's.
Yeah.
Well, it's just beyond my generation,
Yeah. The thing is, that's why I don't say that I do it professionally, because the people who are like actual cosplayers, they go and they spend all of this time making their costumes. And I follow a lot of people that sew their own costumes, some that will actually make their own weapons. And the work that goes into it is insane, and their talent is crazy. It's just beyond words. And I don't even own a sewing machine, so there's no way that I could be on their level. The most that I can do is work with somebody to create a design, which is what I did with the Power Rangers. I got that one custom fit, and they did the whole thing. But to have been able to make that myself, No. But I try to be honest about it. I try to be 100% clear that I'm not going around making these costumes. I just try to do it for fun.
Yeah.
That's awesome. John, how many people
you
we
do
got
a good
on the wheel?
job at what you're doing. I mean, I like
yeah, for sure.
Clockwork Orange looked really good.
Thanks.
I mean, your hair is already about where it needed to be for the part anyway. So, yeah, it looks good. Yeah.
How many people we got on the wheel, John? It's almost time to spin it.
Let's see. 9. Looks like we have 9.
9.
Yep.
Ooh, I like it. You want to go ahead and rock it? We got about 5 minutes left.
Yep.
We can spin it and see who wins the Batman. Bum, bum, bum. This artwork really was awesome. And that Joker one, oh my God.
Thank you. In case anybody couldn't tell, I'm a huge Batman fan.
Yeah, you are. All right, so this is the wheel. And what we do is we'll spin it. If your name shows up, it's not good. That means you're gone. We'll get it down to the last 2. We'll spin it one more time, and the one remaining is our winner. So good luck to everybody, and we'll probably talk a lot of shit. So get ready. Katie, do you want to pick somebody to root for? Every time I do, they always lose.
No, I'm not going to. I have the same.
Oh, damn. All right, so the first person off. I'm gonna make this full screen so I see these names.
See,
no.
There we go.
Cam's
that was
gone.
what I was rooting for.
Yeah.
Oh, dang, right off the bat. Right off the bat.
To say it out loud, but I was thinking it. I'm sorry.
It.
I shouldn't have been thinking it.
Yep, that gets you every time. There's one on the wheel right now that if they win, it's going to be hilarious because he's won like 2 times. Oh, Mike's gone. Bye, Mike.
Mike's usually down to the last.
He has made it. He has made it a few times.
Yes.
It gets bad a couple of times. Whenever Charlie puts his name on here, he'll get down the last one. I'm like, everybody's going to think we rigged this to make Charlie win. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh. There goes Cliff. Yeah, that was a close one, Cliff. Oh.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking of the same one, Jody.
You think about the same one? Yeah, there's one guy on this wheel. I'm not going to say his name. I'm not going to jinx him. But he's won at least 2 times. And every time he wins, he's like, I never win anything. I was like, well, you did it again, man. No bad movie. Oh, it's a bad night for you. I'm sorry. You're gone. Final 4. Here we go. We need some music. We got to get some music going. We'll probably get flagged, though. Oh, no. Dream Prophet. Bye. We're down to 3. The person I'm thinking of is still on here. I'm not going to say your name, though. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, it's so close.
Please stop.
Please stop. Please stop me. All right, final 2. Here we go. Let's see if the person that's already won 2 other times at least wins again. Oh, my God. They have. That's crazy. All right, so Angel wins again. Hey, if you're still here, man, congratulations.
Whoops.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I'm sorry I messed up your name on there. I didn't.
That's all right. You're going to get this VHS, The Batman of Katie Video's beautiful artwork. I already know your address because this has happened before. So this is going to be great. And I am going to include a beautiful Malco protector. Katie, do you offer protectors?
Do now.
Oh, you do now? Listen, didn't know that. Sorry about that. But this one comes in a Malco. Yeah, I think when I got mine, you were not offering those yet.
No.
And so I was super excited because I could buy a lot of stuff from Malco. So the fact that he had these, I ordered like a 5-pack because I was like, well, I'm obviously going to get more of these. So I need to have these protected. But do you do them like if you buy something, you're going to get it in a protector, or is it a separate purchase?
I do it now with the protector.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's awesome. Let's wrap this up by you telling us and everybody else where to find you, what's coming up on the podcast if you want to do that, and give us all your details, all your fun stuff.
All right. Well, you can find me at Kadi Video on Instagram as well as on TikTok. And it's also kadivideo.com is the store, and then it's a Kadi Video podcast on Spotify. And we'll see who the next guest is going to be. I have to figure that one out still. But yeah, definitely follow me. I'd love to also get to know all of you. So if you're not following, go follow and leave a comment so I can get to know you. Yeah, that's all.
That's awesome. I meant to ask, is the podcast kind of like a weekly, monthly, whenever you have a guest sort of thing? Is there like a schedule?
So there used to be a schedule. It's gotten a little bit slower as I've had more and more things going on in my life. But I do hope to kind of make that more of a regular thing. Some of the last conversations that I've had have been a lot longer, so there's a lot more editing to go through. Because for anyone who's unfamiliar with me, I'm definitely neurodivergent, and so that means that if I have another guest who's also clearly neurodivergent, that means it's going to be a 2-hour conversation. That's a lot to edit down.
Yes, I'm sure. This is why we do a live. We just stick it to 2 hours, and whatever's said is said. We're done here. It's awesome. Yeah. John, do you want to mention all of your good things?
Just Low IQ Media on Instagram and YouTube, and I have a Twitter, but it's not under Low IQ anymore. That account got banned a long time ago, and they won't unban it for some reason.
Oh, so, whatever.
So, yeah, pretty much those two. If you want to follow me, hopefully I'm gonna have some videos up this week. So, go check it out. Sub if you guys.
Awesome.
Want to. Yep.
Awesome. And I am Jody with Stills Raising 4Ks. Instagram is the primary thing I do, where I post upcoming releases, primarily still books, host group buys. Hit me up. There's plenty open. I have TikTok. I'm sorry, I have done very much. I have YouTube, where right now the only thing that's consistent is my monthly video where I show what I got for that month. But there are lots of videos in the pipeline, which are in my head. Nothing's been recorded, and but they will be coming. I swear to God, once I get time. Kadi, thank you so much for joining us. This was awesome. This was a great 2-hour. I'm so glad that you said yes. I'm so glad that you found the time, and I really appreciate you being here. Please keep up the wonderful, wonderful work, and put me on the top of the list for whatever you plan on doing with Harry Potter, because I don't care how much it is. I've got retirement fund I can dip into. I've got savings. I could sell things, whatever it's going to cost. You just let me know. College, those have been wiped out. There's no more college. Those are gone. I can sell stuff.
Probably got a couple of kids you can sell too.
I got a couple of kids I can sell. I think kidneys are still worth a little bit. I'm not sure. But anyway, thank you so much for. Yeah.
Yeah, you can give me one of those. If you...
Oh, sweet. Yeah, John. Yeah. Okay. Got weird at the end, y'all. Yeah. All right. Kadi, thank you so much for joining us. This has been Cult of Collectors. We will see y'all again soon. Have a great night. Thank you again, Kadi.
Thank you so very much.
All right. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.